The life of Homelander, The Boys. Homelander, the head of Vought's elite superhero organization, the Seven, is the most powerful man on the planet, with skills equivalent to DC's Superman. Unfortunately, Homelander's moral code is opposed to that of the Big Blue Scout from Krypton, since his primary concern is maintaining his status as a well-liked public figure. He is unconcerned about saving lives, has no notion of good or evil, and is allowed practically unrestricted authority by his employers, who gladly cover up whatever mischief Homelander makes. It's time for you to learn about the life of Homelander from the TV series The Boys. So, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell as we look into the facts that you need to know about him so far. What is his real name? Homelander is the major antagonist as well as one of the two primary antagonists in Season 2 of the TV series The Boys. However, Homelander's background is yet to be revealed, because the writers haven't completely explored it for several reasons. Nevertheless, he's been referred to as John in this Amazon series, particularly by Vought International. Homelander had to grow up in a dark environment to become who he is today. Hence, it wouldn't surprise anyone if he was never given a formal name as a child. Homelander's childhood. Homelander grew up in a lab, surrounded by doctors like Jonah Vogelbaum, who gave him the nickname John. He became disturbed, angry, and plain hostile as a result of not having a mother-like role, according to Vogelbaum. Also, he spent hours as a youngster in front of a projector, seeing pictures that were picked to shape his personalities, such as the American flag, Jesus Christ, and baseball. He had a mother figure in the form of a female doctor, but she was murdered by Homelander when he was young and naive after he held her too tightly, fracturing her spine by mistake. He has caused similar situations to numerous other tutors. It was a tendency that was normally prompted by indignation, spurred by his time in the isolation-induced sadness. Homelander's powers and abilities: strength, speed, agility, X-ray vision, thermal vision, and flying are all superhuman abilities of Homelander. His strength, flight, and heat vision are the ones we see him use the most, as he shoots powerful light beams out of his eyes, burning everything in sight. Homelander's heat vision, just like in the comics, can cut through flesh and bone, instantly killing someone and or severing a limb. Moreover, Captain America and Superman were both inspirations in the creation of this superhero. He's got a cape, he can fly, and he has the look of a patriotic do-gooder on his face. He is the most powerful member of the Seven in every sense of the word, and his myriad of superhero abilities makes him the de facto leader of the group. Therefore, Homelander's powers and sense of entitlement have led to exhibit extreme megalomania, causing him to commit crimes against innocent people, including acts of rape and mass murder. Homelander's weakness. Homelander, like Superman, does have a lot of flaws. First, Homelander has been hampered by great force, even though the amount of force required to hurt him has not been discovered. For example, Kenji Mariashio used his telekinetic abilities to bury Homelander beneath many tons of boulders and rubble, including a full bus, which left him unable to extricate himself for several minutes. Second, zinc is impenetrable to Homelander, just as when he was unable to recognize translucent remains in a zinc-like box until it was opened. Then, he is also sensitive to powerful, high-frequency sonics due to his super hearing. Lastly, Homelander isn't always careful with his powers, especially his heat vision, maybe because he doesn't care about other people's lives in general. He mistakenly wrecked the controls to pilot the plane while preventing a terrorist on Flight 37, leaving the passengers to die on a doomed plane. On another occasion, he was using his heat vision to take down a super terrorist, and mistakenly murdered a local teenager. Homelander's family. Homelander and Becca Butcher have a kid named Ryan. In the Season 1 finale, You Found Me, Homelander and Billy found out that Becca was secretly raising Ryan. Ryan is a charming young man who adores his mother, Becca. He was nurtured to be a gentle and conscious boy, which he became until the age of 8, unlike Homelander, who according to Vogelbaum's confession, was possessing the same qualities until the age of 5. But Homelander's good personality was altered when his caretaker drove him to become the greatest man in the world, which Becca strongly wanted to avoid. Moreover, Ryan likes constructing short stop-motion Lego animations based on old movies that his mother shows him, as well as keeping up with his studies to keep his mind active. Homelander's pain of isolation. While Homelander frequently says horrifying and surprising things, now and then he says something that makes sense. One of these moments is when he discusses the unfairness of his existence as a superhero. He describes how his power and the powers of the other superheroes make them gods in a megalomaniac manner. However, while this lifts them above everyone else, it also isolates them, leaving them alone all the time. Given that he did not pick this life, it is a difficult challenge to face. Homelander believes that his son deserves a better life. When Homelander learns that he has a child, he tries to convince Ryan and his mother, Becca, into starting a family. Given what Homelander did to Becca, seeing him continue to victimize her and seize control over Ryan is unsettling. In addition, Homelander, on the surface, appears to be a dominating parent who wants Ryan to be like him, but he serves a greater purpose. Whether right or wrong, he views Becca's care of Ryan as a replay of his traumatic childhood, and he wants to shield his son from the same destiny. Homelander has always done things his way. Jonah Vojabun of Vought made a terrible blunder when he assumed that a harsh childhood would toughen up young Homelander. Vojabum's objective was to produce the world's greatest superhero, and he incorrectly felt that to do so, he needed to deprive his prized test subject of love. Despite a sterile, tough childhood, Homelander's life grew considerably simpler after adolescence. Homelander has been admired by the public and pampered by his employees as a member of the Seven, enjoying all of life's luxuries without the drawbacks. He has even been granted complete control over the planet in addition to being subjected to abuse. Hence, Vought eagerly signs Homelander a free pass and covers up significant mess if he rapes a coworker, murders a bystander, or conspires with terrorists. Homelander is the epitome of a man-child, spoiled, narcissistic, and in possession of unfathomable power. Also, Homelander is at the pinnacle of his power in Season 1 of The Boys. From Madeline Stillwell's Opodal machinisms to the other 7 members' frightened silence, the entire universe submits to his control. No one dares to stand in Homelander's way, even after he breaks open the Becca Butcher plot and meets the son Vought sought to keep hidden, showing beyond a shadow of a doubt that Homelander's reign is the law. Nevertheless, Homelander's crown is shattered in Season 2 of The Boys, following a series of public gaffes, leading his popularity to plummet. Homelander's reputation is restored thanks to Stormfront's assistance, but this brief time of weakness demonstrates how highly the deck was set in Homelander's favor to begin with. Or it was until the last episode of The Boys Season 2 brought a paradigm change. In Season 3, Homelander will lose control. Homelander has become a wounded, wild animal trapped in a corner. His ambition of having a companion was shattered when Ryan rejected him. Then, as a result of Queen Maeve's extortion, Homelander was confined to a cage, with the prospect of disaster if he ever deviated from the path. Moreover, he doesn't respond well to hearing the word no, as seen by the fact that he once burnt down a movie set because his girlfriend was a few minutes late. So, it's reported that his influence on The Boys Season 3 will be greatly reduced. Throughout The Boys Season 2, Homelander's sanity got more stretched, with continual reminders that the world's strongest superhuman was only one bad day away from going insane. When Victoria Newman's demonstrators confronted Homelander, he envisioned using laser vision to massacre the whole crowd. Homelander's violent massacre of Vought's soldiers is unsettling out of character, even for him, and his response is Stormfront's defeat in the face of a man who's been shattered. Finally, Homelander takes joy in looking down on the naive people below from a rooftop, loudly asserting that he is still in total control. The splashdown works better in Season 2 as another blow to Homelander's mental stability, even though it was initially scheduled for The Boys Season 1. Homelander closes The Boys Season 2 with a stiff upper lip, preserving the appearance of a man in command. Homelander's rigid lower limb, alone and facing the New York cityscape, demonstrate that his mind is more stretched than ever. So, the truth remains. If Homelander is released, undoubtedly, there will be a massive death following Homelander's newfound insanity. What are your opinions about the madness surrounding Homelander? Let us know in the comment section. You remember the drill. Hit the like button, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and share this video.